Hey y'all, what's good, beautiful people? It's your girl Tay, and I'm here yet again with another update video. So definitely make sure you guys smash that like button, comment down below, subscribe, plus push your post notification bell button so that way anytime I upload a video you will be notified. So we are going to go over the emergency SNAP maximum benefits towards the later half of this video, towards the end of the video. Okay, I did not get a chance to check to see if there were any additional states that have been approved between yesterday and today. So whatever new states that may have been added to that list, we will both be surprised together. Okay, the first thing that I did want to talk about is what's going on with the child tax credit payments. Okay, so for those of you guys who are unaware, the child tax credit is usually something you will receive when you file your taxes. However, when they were going through all the hoopla of passing and putting out all these different stimulus bills and all that and whatnot and what have you, they decided to allow people to receive those child tax credit as an advance payment starting, I believe it was July or August. I want to say it was July, all the way up until the end of the year. So for example, let's just say you have 3 kids and it goes by your age, the children's age. So let's say you have 3 kids between the age of 6 and 17, you would get $300 a month, no, $250 a month for those children. Let me just make sure. The payment was supposed to be $3,000 that you can get on your taxes in 2022 when you file your taxes for year 2021. You would get $3,000 for children that are between the age of 6 and 17, and you would get $3,600 for children who are 6 and under. Okay, but they split that up into payments for the month. So children between the ages of 6 and 17 would get $250 a month, and children who were 6 and under would get $300 a month. So again, let's say you have 3 children and they were all between the ages of 6 and 17. So that's 250 times 3. You would get $750 a month, which for 6 months comes out to $4,500. All right. The remaining amount of that child tax credit you will still get, but you would get that when you file your taxes next year. So the only reason why I'm doing a quick little review of that is because I'm getting ready to go into some information. It seems that they have voted to increase the enhanced credit, because generally I believe the amount is around $2,000 that you get per child, and they significantly raise that amount. Okay, so there's supposedly, okay, I'm reading an article from CNBC. It says the enhanced child tax credit will continue for 1 more year per Democrat spending bill. Now this article was released yesterday on the 28th. Okay, it says the enhanced child tax credit is one of the programs that made the cut as Democrats raced to come to an agreement over a framework for their spending plan. The credit, which was expanded in March by the American Rescue Plan, will be continued through 2022. Okay, according to a framework of the now $1.75 trillion proposal released yesterday, which was Thursday, the move will ensure that some 39 million families with children receive the benefit for at least 1 more year. So it sounds like they've put it into the bill, but of course that bill hasn't been passed yet, so we're going to have to wait and see if that actually make it through the final cut. Okay, in addition, full refundability, a recent change to the credit that allows children in the poorest families to get the money, will be made permanent. I like that. I like that. Details of the credit. So it's going to go into a little bit of a review here. Maybe it'll make a little bit more sense. It says this year, the existing child tax credit was expanded to include more children than ever before. The benefit was increased to $3,000 from $2,000 for children ages 6 to 17, with an additional $600 bonus for children under the age of 6. So basically you get $3,600, which is what I said for children 6 and under. Okay. Most American families receive some money from that child tax credit. The full enhanced benefit goes to married couples with up to $150,000 in adjusted gross income, and single parent families with up to $112,500. Okay, the first half of the credit began going out to eligible families in advance monthly payments that started back in July, so I got that right as well. Families will get the second half of the credit when they file their 2021 taxes next year. Okay, got that right as well, because I was a little nervous. You know, it's been a while since I've talked about this, so I want to make sure I'm giving you guys the most accurate information that I possibly can. Through October, the IRS and the U.S. Treasury Department have sent out $60 billion in funds to more than 36 million households. Okay. I'm trying to see if there's anything else significant in that. So most of this basically goes over stats and all of that kind of stuff. I'm not really interested in that. It's more or less just the facts and the fact that they're trying to make some of the aspects of this child tax credit permanent and refundable, as well as expanding it for another year, which means that in 2023, when you file your taxes for 2022, should this make the final cut in the spending bill that they're working on, then most likely you guys will still be getting that significantly higher credit, okay? Says making the credit fully refundable meant that an additional 27 million children, many Black and Latino, were able to access the benefit for the first time, according to the Center on Budget and Policy Priorities, okay? What's next? So the current proposal falls short of what many Democrats wanted for the enhanced child tax credit. Many argue for making the benefit permanent, and President Joe Biden's previous proposal wanted to continue it through 2025. I do remember doing a video about that, letting you guys know that that's what he wanted. There may still be changes to the program going forward, as Democrats have to vote on the framework and then write the actual legislation, okay? So don't let anybody fool you and let you have you guys believe that this stuff is just automatically going to happen. Like I said, they are right now still, they haven't even written this up, so they have to get this written up and then start the voting process on all of that. So this is still considered, the way that it's the way that I understand it, it's a proposal right now, okay? So it's on the table to be added into the spending bill plan, okay? But they still have to type it up and go through all of the other processes, all of the arguing and the bickering and the back and forth and negotiating and whatever and what have you, to get this actually passed as law or whatever, okay? So I think there was another article that I had on a different source. I'm just going to see if that article is given the same information before I skip over, because sometimes articles will give very different information, a little bit more than the last. So I just want to make sure that I'm not missing anything. I don't see it, and I don't want to waste too much time looking for it. Okay, so I'm going to jump into the other topics that I wanted to bring to you guys today. So one of the first things, One of the first things that I did want to bring to you guys' attention, well, now it's the second thing, is the fact that they're talking about that proposal that I brought to you guys where they want to monitor bank accounts with $600 or more. So the Democrats have somewhat revised that, and they're increasing that amount. It says Democrats call for the removing IRS bank reporting proposal from the spending bill. A group of 21 Democratic U.S. representatives sent a letter to the House leadership on Wednesday calling for the proposed bank reporting rule to be removed from the $2 trillion budget reconciliation bill. The proposal Democrats are seeking to have removed would require the gross annual inflows and outflows of the U.S. financial accounts be submitted to the IRS annually if they exceed $10,000. I think that that's better. I still don't like the idea of them poking and prodding into our business anyway, because it's none of your business. At the end of the day, I think that's just too much. That's just a little bit too much control you trying to have over people's lives, okay? Because yeah, that I don't like that rule. Y'all let me know what you think down in the comment section, but I'm definitely not for this. I wish this was something that we could vote on rather than them voting on it. This rule would apply to accounts like checking accounts, savings accounts, loans, and investments, okay? I feel like, if anything, this should apply more to those investment accounts, not everybody's regular bank accounts. I don't know. I just don't like the idea of them being in everybody's business like that. I think that's just too much. At the end of the day, it's just too much. For the most part, pretty much everything that you're already earning is reported to the IRS anyway. If you're working a regular W-2 job, I do understand the fact that they may feel like people are slipping through the cracks, especially those who are self-employed, because maybe they're not reporting all of their income, but I still think that that's too much. I think that they need to revise that and consider another way to do whatever it is that they're trying to do, because I still don't understand what it is that they're trying to do with this particular bill. While the intent of this proposal is to ensure all taxpayers meet their obligations, a goal we strongly share, the data that would be turned over to the IRS is overly broad and raises significant privacy concerns. The lawmakers wrote this in a letter just recently. The members of Congress took issue with the lack of information provided on how the IRS plans to protect this financial data. Writing the proposal would erode trust in financial services providers. Exactly. People are going to stop trusting their banks because you're giving my business. I mean, we have to write a letter of consent or sign certain documentations even when we go to the hospital that says that we don't want our medical information to be released. So what makes them think that we're going to be okay with our financial information being released? Realistically, I think that they should start at the top and work their way down to the bottom, meaning they need to start with the rich and wealthy, be worried about them paying what they owe in terms of taxes versus people who are living below the poverty line, okay, who are basically robbing Paul to pay Peter to make ends meet, and you want to monitor their bank accounts? That makes no sense to me. It makes no sense whatsoever. The group acknowledged that while some changes have been proposed in response to concerns raised by the constituents, the measure would still largely affect people who are not the wealthy tax evaders it is meant to target. Exactly my point. It's not going to target the people it's supposed to. It's going to end up making problems for people, like I said, who are living below the poverty line, people who are still living in public housing, Section 8, people who don't have, you know what I'm saying, all of those situations, people who are probably making $22,000 a year, which isn't really nothing, and may have a family size of 4. So that's what I don't understand. I really don't understand that. It goes on to say, given the privacy concerns this raises in addition to the significant burden that would be imposed on a broad range of businesses and financial institutions, we respectfully request that this proposal not be included in the Build Back Better package. They added the concerns raised in the letter largely mirror privacy concerns raised by Republicans and bank industry representatives who oppose the measure. Okay, and I oppose this measure too. I oppose all of it. It's too much. Like, again, there's other things that you guys can be concerned with. The fact that there's so much homelessness going on, the fact that I know that they have been creating more vouchers and things of that, but have you been able to find any landlords who are going to take those vouchers? Have you been able to significantly increase the amount of people who are actually able to use these vouchers that you've been distributing to people? Because from where I'm sitting, there's still a lot of people who are on lists, Section 8 lists, public housing lists, have been sitting and waiting for years, 10 years, 15 years, even 20 years, have had to bite the bullet and go ahead and just rent them a place, are struggling, like I said, struggling, probably only making 22 to 25,000, if that, a year, barely holding on. You know what I mean? Senior citizens who are not able to actually retire when they should be able to retire, but are out there working at McDonald's and Best Buy to make ends meet because their Social Security income isn't cutting it for them. Are you guys focusing on those issues? No. But you're worried about what everybody got in their bank account. And again, you're not targeting the people who are actually evading taxes. You're targeting the people. This is actually going to target the people who are barely surviving. Okay, I'm sorry, you guys know I go on a rant. I know a lot of you guys don't like that, but like I've said in a previous video, if you don't like what I'm saying, please exit stage left. Okay, I'm pretty sure there are so many more YouTube channels out there that will just sit and give you the news and not give you their opinion and will be able to suit all of your needs. Okay, but I'm gonna say how I feel on my channel, so if you don't like it, bye. Yeah, I'm not feeling this at all. I'm definitely not feeling that. What else did I want to give you guys? Okay. The Senate passes bills prohibiting schools from requiring masks and vaccines. Okay, this came out 2 days ago. It says the state Senate passed a package of bills that would prohibit school districts from requiring students to get the vaccine or wear a mask. Democrats slammed the measures. They include Rosemary Bayer of Beverly Hills, who accused her colleagues of playing politics. Okay, and this is what she said. Here we are again debating anti-vax and anti-mask nonsense, Bayer said on the Senate floor. Stop with perpetuating this crisis. Stop. People are believing what you're telling them. People are drinking your Kool-Aid. I don't know who she is, but I like her words. State Senator Kim Lasada is sponsoring one of the bills. Republicans say the bills would allow parents to make their own decisions about their own children's health. Governor Whitmer is expected to veto the bill if they reach her desk. Okay, so I don't know what state this is in. I don't think I mentioned it. It doesn't say, but nonetheless, I have to say that I agree. You guys know where I've stood on this from the very, very, very beginning. I'm not against or for. I am pro-choice. I believe that everybody, especially a parent, how you going to tell a parent what they have to do? That is why my child is at home, and you know what I'm saying, and will continue to be at home for the duration of this situation. Okay, because I just don't feel personally. Now, I'm not a doctor. I will be the first to tell you guys I'm not a doctor. I'm not an authoritative figure that has the right or experience to tell you guys. This is just my own opinion. And based off of the information that has been released by the public, I don't feel as though they have done enough studies that they usually would do whenever they're getting ready to put out a new vaccine or any type of medication. There's not enough clinical trials. There's just not enough scientific facts that I have found. Maybe I'm wrong, and I'll be the first to admit it if I am wrong before you guys say, oh, you're just not reading and you're just not looking hard enough. That I have found. I have not seen a significant amount of scientific facts to prove in that this vaccine is okay for everybody to take. Okay, again, I'm not against it. I'm not for it. I'm just saying I want a little bit more information. All right, and considering my experience, you guys know just recently, what was it, last week, I was complaining about my back based off of a medication that was prescribed to me by my doctor to help me with an issue that I don't even have. The medication is supposed to help with cholesterol. When they did my blood work, they discovered that my cholesterol was good. So they were actually giving me this medication as a preventative measure to keep my cholesterol from going in a negative direction, right? Which didn't make any sense to me, because why are you treating me for something that I don't have? But one of the side effects of that medication is bad muscle aches and spasms and things of that nature, and I experienced that, so I have to be taken off of that medication. And that is why, for me, with something like this that is so serious, because all medications are not one size fits all. They interact with everybody's body differently. Some people can have every medication in the world and their body won't be affected negatively by it. There are some people that will take the slightest little bit of anything that has certain ingredients in it and they are flaring up with hives, you know what I'm saying? Their throat swells up. I mean, the point of the matter is that everybody has a different body and everybody's body reacts differently to medication. And for that reason alone is why I would rather wait until there's a little bit more information, scientific facts that makes it to where this medication, for the most part, has an overall large positive impact on people, and I haven't seen that yet. So I'm gonna get off of that subject. The next thing that I wanted to let you guys know, some good news. Let's talk about some good stuff. We gonna end this week on a positive note. It says the TEA provides one-time 1,500 grants to families of special education students. Okay, the Texas Education Agency, which is the TEA, is providing a one-time $1,500 grant to families of special education students with disabilities. Now, this article actually was released 3 days ago. It says the online accounts of $1,500 are for parents of eligible students who have been impacted, obviously, by the pandemic, school closures, according to the Supplemental Special Education Services. Families can use the money to purchase goods and services from the SSES marketplace. New eligibility criteria begins on Monday, November the 1st. Okay, to qualify, students must be enrolled in a Texas public school in pre-K through 12th grade and also be a student with a disability served through special education. Applications can be found on the agency's website. Okay, applicants will receive an email confirming their application has been received. Anyone who qualifies will receive an email from info@classwallet.com with further instructions on how to set up their account. Once applicants are given access to their account, they must sign the parent affidavit in 30 days and start spending the money within their account in the next 6 months. Okay, so this is a little, I guess this is a little quote. I don't know. Somebody is saying something to y'all, but I'm just going to read it out to you. Hold on one second. This was I think this was an Instagram. Oh, no, this was a Twitter post. It says, this is the Twitter post from the TEA, the Texas Education Agency. It says, if your student is served by special education, your family may qualify for a one-time 1,500 supplemental special education services grant. Okay, this is on a first-come, first-served basis. Families can start applying on November 1st, and then there is a website. I am going to put that down below in the description box for those of you who have children through pre-K through the 12th grade who are being served in special education classes currently and have been impacted by the pandemic. You guys need to go to this website because $1,500 is a pretty nice chunk of change. Okay, so y'all definitely need to get that and do a little bit more information about the supplemental special education services because that's where you can spend this money, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, you can only spend it at the SSES marketplace. All right, so I will put that website, like I said, down below in the description box. Now, Moving on from that, let's take a look at these emergency SNAP maximum benefits, because I know that's what a lot of y'all want to hear about. I do apologize for all the different noises. You guys know how it is. My son is upstairs going through whatever he's going through. He really likes to play his daddy, and I keep telling his daddy, you know, he does that crybaby stuff with you because you're reacting to it and you allow him to do that. He don't do that as much when it's just me, him, and my other kids here. He has a completely different tone, okay? And I don't mind being, you know, the disciplinary. Daddy say, oh, because mama don't play. Daddy shouldn't play either. But I get it. Good cop, bad cop. All right. Emergency SNAP maximum benefits. So let me refresh here. Uh-oh, what just happened? Okay, that was weird. I don't know what just happened, but it just completely changed the way it looked. All right, you know what? I'm going to flip the screen around really quick just to show you guys what's going on here. And I will still go over the payout dates, but I'm going to flip the screen around. So give me one moment. Okay, you guys. So this is the USDA website. As you can see here in the corner. Okay, I have already refreshed the screen. So as of today, what is today? October the 29th? Yes, October the 29th, Friday. Happy Friday, you guys. We're at the end of the week. We are literally at the end of October. Are you guys excited? I'm definitely excited. I love this time of year. I know I'm rambling on, but I really do love this time of year. I really, really love the ability to express myself creatively through cooking and baking and all of that, because in the summertime, because it gets so hot in my house, I generally don't. But anyways, for emergency SNAP maximum benefits as of right now, today, this is what we have. It doesn't look like anything has changed, honestly, from yesterday to today. I don't see any new states. We're probably not going to see anything extra until Monday, November the 1st. And you guys know I'm always going to do a review at the beginning of the week and at the end of the week just to keep you guys updated. It generally doesn't change during the weekend. Sometimes it may change later on in the evening. So you guys are more than welcome to check this website and then leave that information below in the comment section so that others can have that info as well. But I don't think that anything will be different or change. I don't know. File not found. I'm not looking for no file. Okay, I don't think this is going to change between now and later this evening. Like I said, most likely if additional states have actually opted into these benefits, we won't see any change until Monday. All right, but as of right now, we have Alabama at December the 1st, Colorado November the 7th through the 11th, Hawaii, December the 13th. Indiana, the 5th through the 23rd, odd days staggered only. Iowa, we have November the November normal issuance dates for our Iowa. Normal issuance, I'm sorry. Kentucky, we have November the 2nd through the 19th. Maine, we have November the 10th. Maryland, we have all month long. Mississippi, we have November the 2nd, so next Tuesday. New Hampshire, we have November the 3rd and the 23rd, and then December the 3rd and the 17th. New Jersey, we have November the 1st through the 5th, and it also says normal issuance dates. I still don't have anything for New Mexico or New York, so we'll have to wait on that. North Carolina, I have November the 22nd through the 30th, and then December 1st. Oregon, I have November the 10th and the 29th, and December 1st. Pennsylvania, we've got quite a few dates here, so listen up. We've got November the 13th, and then we've got the 16th through the 20th, the 23rd through the 25th, the 30th, and then a final run January the 7th. Rhode Island, we have November the 3rd. South Carolina, obviously I see you on here, you're approved, but I don't see the info. Let me click on that just so that you guys can see for yourself. It may have changed, but every time I try to look it up, I don't see the info. Oh, it has changed. Wait a minute. Okay, so for South Carolina, it says for ongoing households according to the state's regular, so with your regular issuance between the 1st and the 19th. Okay, so for South Carolina, we have November the 1st to the 19th. Okay. In addition, South Carolina will supplement our regular monthly issuance schedule with a daily file between the 1st and the 30th to issue. Okay, so if any of you guys are new to SNAP and you're just now applying for regular SNAP benefits, then they're going to be applying these extra SNAP benefits pretty much for the whole month, is what that's saying. So you'll get the benefits the first day after your case has been approved, and then it just gives an example which basically says if your case is approved November the 1st, then you'll get these extra benefits on November the 2nd. Okay, I'm glad I actually checked because it wasn't showing the last couple of times I looked on here. Okay, so for Tennessee, regular issuance, Virginia, November the 16th, Washington, November the 2nd through the 20th, regular issuance, West Virginia, November the 3rd, and then a final disbursement December the 8th, Wisconsin, November the 20th, and then a catch-up January the 8th, and then Wyoming, November the 2nd through the 5th, based off of the first initial of your last name. And then new applications will be provided these benefits the first day after their case has been approved. All right, you guys, so as always, I hope this information has been some way useful or helpful to you guys. Do me a favor, don't forget to smash that like button down below, because it really does help to let YouTube know that you like what I'm doing and you want me to stick around. I'm gonna say no negativity over here, because we're trying to keep it real cool and chill. This is a open platform for everybody to express themselves, but some of you guys be kind of, you know what I'm saying, tap dancing on my little last bit of nerves that I do have with some of the comments that you guys be making. It's irrelevant. You guys are not being forced to watch my channel in any way, shape, or form. There are plenty of people that you can go and watch. So if you don't like the way that I conduct myself on my channel, then just go and watch somebody else. I don't understand. People to me nowadays are just way too entitled, and you feel like you have a right. Like, can you call into the news station and tell them how to print their articles and their papers out? No, you get them the way that you get them. And if you choose not to read that article, then you can go and subscribe to somebody else, or you can go and purchase your daily news or your newspaper or whatever from somebody else, right? It's the same thing with YouTube. I mean, I'm all for hearing you guys' opinions, but it has to be significant. Like, I asked you guys about makeup and vlogs of that. You know, you don't want me to change the overall context of this channel. And so I listen to that because that makes sense. So I'm going to do that, because if I have nobody watching my channel, then obviously this channel would just dwindle away, right? But the other stuff, y'all can just keep that to yourself. But anyways, you guys, as always, I'm going to say to you guys, don't forget to check my merch shop. I'm going to have that website for those of you guys in Texas who have children being provided education to your children pre-K through the 12th grade for special education. I'm going to have that website down below in the description box, so don't forget to check that. The applications do open up on Monday, and it is first come, first serve. So I want as many of you guys to get that $1,500 as possible. Okay, don't forget to check out my merch shop. If you can't access it down below the video, you can just go to www.shebuildshealthywealth.com, and it'll take you right to the website, and you can order your merch from there. Okay, but as always, you guys, I really truly love providing this content and hanging out with you guys. It has definitely been a little ray of sunshine in my life. I'm going to say, remember to live, love, and elevate, and I will definitely see you guys in the next video. Peace, beautiful people.